Good day and welcome to the Bilibili's 2023 fourth quarter and fiscal year financial results and business update conference call. Today's conference is being recorded. At this time, I would like to turn the conference over to Juliet Yang, Executive Director of Investor Relations. Please go ahead.
Thank you, operator. During this call, we'll discuss business outlook and make forward-looking statements. These comments are based on our predictions and expectations as of today. Actual events or results could differ materially from those mentioned in today's news release and in this discussion due to a number of risks and uncertainties, including those mentioned in our most recent filing with the SEC and Hong Kong Stock Exchange. The non-GAAP financial measures we provide are for comparison purpose only. Definition of these measures and a reconciliation table are available in the news release we issued earlier today. As a reminder, this conference is being recorded. In addition, an investor presentation and a webcast replay of this conference call will be available on the Bilibili IR website at ir.bilibili.com. Joining us today from Bilibili senior management are Mr. Rui Chen, Chairman of the Board and Chief Executive Officer, Ms. Carly Li, Vice Chairwoman of the Board and Chief Operating Officer, and Mr. Sam Fan, Chief Financial Officer. And I will now turn the call over to Mr. Fan, who will read the prepared remarks on behalf of Mr. Chen.
Thank you, Juliet, and thank you everyone for participating in our 2023 year-end conference call to discuss our financial and operating results. I'm pleased to deliver today's opening remarks on behalf of Mr. Chen. In 2023, we navigated a landscape of challenges and opportunities and achieved a number of important milestones on community growth, commercialization efficiency improvement, margin expansion, and loss cutting. Let's review these achievements in more detail. To begin with, we exited the year with over 100 million DAUs, 336 million MAUs, and other healthy community metrics across the board. Daily user time span remained robust at over 95 minutes on average in the fourth quarter. We continue to emphasize and dedicate resources to reinforce our content ecosystem, support our creators, and foster an inspiring community. In 2023, over 3 million content creators earned income on our platform, up 30% year-over-year. Further enabling talented content creators to expand their fan base and make money will be one of our most important tasks for 2024. Another highlight for the year was our progress in improving our commercialization efficiency. We stepped up our efforts to incorporate advertising and VAS business in a way that native to our content ecosystem. Driven by strong performance-based ads, our ad revenue grew by 28% in the fourth quarter and 27% for the full year. VAS revenues grew by 22% in the fourth quarter and 14% for the full year, all on year-over-year basis. With this growth, our total revenues for the full year came in at RMB 22.5 billion, among which ad revenue made a higher contribution, rising from 23% in 2022 to 28% in 2023. Increased revenue contribution from our high-margin advertising business and effective cost controls drove our gross profit up by 33% year-over-year, and our gross profit margin reached 26.1% in the fourth quarter, marking the sixth consecutive quarter of margin improvement. For the full year, our gross profit grew by 41%, and our gross profit margin increased to 24.2% from 17.6% in 2022. Consequently, we significantly narrowed our adjusted net loss by 58% year-over-year in the fourth quarter and by 49% for the full year. Notably, we generated RMB 640 million in positive operating cash flow in the fourth quarter, and our full-year operating cash flow also turned positive in 2023. These gains place us on solid footing to reach our profitability goal. 2023 has shown the effectiveness of our strategy and provided a solid foundation for our success in 2024. As we approach profitability, we are keeping our fundamental goal in mind: to create value for our users. We do this by expanding our content offerings, supporting our creators, and fostering a vibrant and growing community that people love. Our industry is still benefiting from the wave of visualization with the fast-evolving generative AI as a tailwind. This leaves us with a long runway for growth. We remain confident that our virtuous growth cycle of user expansion and commercial capabilities will create increasing value for our users, creators, and shareholders. With that overview, I'd like to discuss our core pillars of content, community, and commercialization in more detail. Beginning with content and community. An ever-growing content ecosystem is vital for our community's health and vibrancy. For the fourth quarter, daily active content creators grew by 16%, and the monthly new content submission rose by 31%, both year-over-year. As we continue to facilitate connections between high-quality content and creators with fans, content creators with over 10,000 followers were up 30% year-over-year in the fourth quarter. In January 2024, we honored top 100 content creators at our 6th annual Bilibili Power Up 2023 award ceremony to recognize their creations and contributions to our community, among which 39 content creators received the award for the first time. These top 100 content creators excelled on our platform, successfully accumulating a total of over 400 million followers. With a thriving content ecosystem, Bilibili has become a favored platform across different age groups and genders. In the fourth quarter, the average age of our active user base was 24. As our existing users gradually mature, their interest evolves and consumption increases. In 2023, baby and maternity, automotive, traveling, fashion, and clothing categories demonstrated the highest growth in the video views. Each of these categories carries significant commercial value. The boundary between interest-based and commercial content has also blurred. In 2023, the number of commercial-related content with over 1 million video views more than doubled year-over-year. Meanwhile, over 3 million content creators made money through our various channels in 2023, among which the number of content creators who earn income via video and live commerce was up 133% year-over-year. With more content creators and a better content ecosystem, our users remain highly engaged, and the community continued to thrive. For the full year 2023, our average daily video views increased by 25% year-over-year to 4.3 billion. Our users spent 97 minutes daily on the platform during the same period. Monthly average interactions also grew by 14% year-over-year to over 15 billion in 2023. By the end of 2023, we had 230 million official members, 18% more than in the prior year, and their 12-month retention rate remains strong at around 80%. Additionally, we closed the year with our 5th New Year's Eve Gala, the most beautiful night of 2023, emerging as the youth must-watch online New Year's celebration. The event garnered 100 million playbacks within 24 hours and received the most industry-sponsored participation ever in its history. Lastly, I'd like to talk about commercialization and dive into each of our business lines. Our surviving interactive community is the cornerstone of our commercialization model. In the fourth quarter, our VAS revenue were up 22% year-over-year to RMB 2.9 billion, and up 14% to RMB 9.9 billion for the full year. These increases were primarily driven by robust growth in our live broadcasting revenues. Our live broadcasting universe continued to be more diverse as we convert more host talent from our video content creator pool. In 2024, we will continue to integrate live broadcasting into our video ecosystem. By introducing more high-quality hosts and enhancing various tools and recommendation algorithms, we aim to convert more paying users on our platform. At the same time, our featured live broadcasting content and products, like VTubers and the celebration system, will continue to elevate payment activities and offer more monetization opportunities for us. In terms of memberships, by the end of 2023, we had 21.9 million premium members. Our members continue to demonstrate high brand loyalty and trust, with over 80% subscribing annual or auto-renew packages. Additionally, users continue to exert increasing spending power on other featured products and experiences. Turning to our advertising business, we made some exciting progress. In 2023, our total advertising revenues increased by 28% to RMB 1.9 billion for the fourth quarter, and were up by 27% to RMB 6.4 billion for the full year, both on year-over-year basis. Robust revenue growth in our performance-based ads was the most significant contributor, increasing over 60% year-over-year for the quarter and over 50% for the full year. We also achieved positive year-on-year growth in brand and native ad revenues throughout the year. We credit our solid ad revenue growth to our unique position as the most densely populated community of the young generation, and our ability to connect with them in their own language. In the meantime, we continue to enhance our ad infrastructure, including product optimization and algorithms improvement. This enables advertisers not only to improve their brand equity and influence user purchasing decisions, but also direct convert sales on Bilibili. In the fourth quarter, our top 5 advertising verticals were games, e-commerce, digital products and home appliance, automotive, and skincare and cosmetics. Among these verticals, the e-commerce and game sectors stood out with impressive results. Over the course of 2023, we deepened our collaboration with e-commerce advertisers. We further integrated direct sales conversion tools into our video and live commerce ad products. This enabled our users to seamlessly transition from viewing content to making relevant purchase, enhancing our ad conversion efficiency and the user experience. Meanwhile, our deeper data collaboration with key e-commerce platforms further improved the accuracy and efficiency of our ad recommendation algorithms. In 2023, the number of users engaging in consumption-related behaviors increased by over 200% year-over-year. Meanwhile, we successfully gained more marketing budgets from key game developers during the fourth quarter as they launched new games and promoted existing game updates. We maintained our position as an effective channel to convert gamers and a must-investing community to build game IP, thanks to our integrated advertising strategy and extensive resources within our gaming ecosystem. While we are encouraged by the progress we made in our advertising business in 2023, we believe there are still great potential and ample room for growth. In 2024, we will further integrate ads with our content ecosystem in a more native, natural, and a seamless way. We will prioritize our resources to improve ad infrastructure, including upgrading and refining our ad products, further optimizing the accuracy and efficiency of ad algorithms. We will also actively explore generative AI for ad material creation, supporting productivity for advertisers. Industry-wise, we'll continue to expand our shares in our leading games and e-commerce sectors and gain more presence in digital products and home appliance, skincare and cosmetics, and automotive verticals. Turning to our game business. Total game revenues increased 2% quarter-over-quarter to RMB 1 billion in the fourth quarter, coming in at RMB 4 billion for the full year. Currently, 3 titles in our pipeline have been approved for release in the domestic market in the coming quarters. One Japanese card game, Heaven Burned Red, 志焰天穹, one domestic SLG game, 三国谋定天下, and other domestic card game, Artifactors, 物华尼星. In addition, we are able to create value for our broader game partners by integrating our advertising products with our game distribution capabilities. As for our self-development game, we stimulate our resources and adapt a more selective game development strategy in 2023. The refined strategy will enable us to reduce our R&D expenses in 2024 while keeping us lean and focused on top-quality projects. Looking forward, our priorities in 2024 are consistent with 2023. We will further improve our commercialization capabilities by strengthening our technology infrastructure and improving our product offerings, particularly for our advertising and live broadcasting business. Company-wide, we aim to further improve our operation efficiency with a tight and targeted expense structure. Overall, we are dedicated to developing content ecosystem, enabling our content creators to earn more money and further expanding our user base. We believe these endeavors will lead us to reach our goal of profitability and set the stage for sustainable growth for many years ahead. This concludes Mr. Chen's remarks. I will now provide a brief overview of our financial results for the fourth quarter of 2023. In the interest of time, on today's call, I will be reviewing our fourth quarter highlights as Mr. Chen's remarks have touched on our full year results at a high level. We encourage you to refer to our press release issued earlier today for a closer look at our full year results. Throughout 2023, our financial profile improved significantly alongside our community growth and ecosystem expansion. Of particular importance are the gains we made in our revenues, gross profit, and the reduction in adjusted net loss, which we narrowed for the 6th consecutive quarter. Total net revenues for the fourth quarter was RMB 6.3 billion, up 3% year-over-year. Our total net revenues breakdown by the revenue stream for the fourth quarter was approximately 45% VAS, 30% advertising, 16% mobile games, and 9% from our IP derivatives and other businesses. Our cost of revenues decreased by 4% year-over-year to RMB 4.7 billion in the fourth quarter, driving our gross profit to RMB 1.7 billion, up 33% year-over-year. Our gross profit margin exceeds 26% in the fourth quarter, up from 20% in the same period last year. We expect our gross profit margin to continue to improve in 2024. Our total operating expenses were down 17% year-over-year to RMB 3 billion in the fourth quarter. We cut our sales marketing expenses by 11% year-over-year to RMB 1.1 billion. Sales and marketing expenses were 18% of total revenues, compared with 21% in the same period last year. G&A expenses were RMB 512 million, down 37% year-over-year. R&D expenses were RMB 1.3 billion, down 11% year-over-year. As a result, we narrowed our adjusted operating loss and adjusted net loss by 53% and 58% year-over-year in the fourth quarter, respectively. Our adjusted net loss ratio for the fourth quarter was 9%, improving from 21% for the same period a year ago. Notably, for the fourth quarter, we also generated RMB 640 million positive operating cash flow, demonstrating that our business is entering a healthy path for sustainable development. We expect to reach positive non-GAAP operating profit in Q3 2024 through our sustained top-line growth and gross margin improvement. As of December 31, 2023, we had cash and cash equivalents, time deposits, and short-term investments of RMB 15 billion, or $2.1 billion. As of December 31, 2023, the aggregate outstanding principal amount of our convertible bonds was $862 million. We believe our cash position is sufficient to cover all of our remaining convertible bonds. Thank you for your attention. We would now like to open the call to your questions. Operator, please go ahead.
Thank you. We will now begin the question and answer session. To ask questions on the phone, please press star 11 and wait for a name to be announced. If you would like to cancel your request, you can press star 11 again. For the benefits of all participants on today's call, if you wish to ask your questions to management in Chinese, please immediately repeat your question in English. The company will provide consecutive interpretations for management statements during the Q&A session. Please note that English interpretation is for convenience purposes only. In the case of any discrepancy, management statements in their original language will prevail. Please limit your questions to one at a time. If you wish to have a follow-up questions, please join the queue. One moment for the first question. Our first question comes from Thomas Chong of Jefferies. Please ask your question.
晚上好，谢谢管理层接受我的提问。管理层可以分享一下我们在2024年 B 站在产品用户增长商业化方向的一个展望吗？Hi, good evening. Thanks management for taking my question. My question is about our 2024 outlook. Can management share about your thoughts and strategies on our product offerings, user growth, and commercialization? Thank you.
我觉得在回答这个问题之前的话，我先简单回顾一下我们2023年的工作。2023年我们在社区和商业化方面都取得了不错的进展。
Before I answer the question for 2024, I would like to take a moment to review our work done in 2023, which we have made decent progress in both community development and commercialization.
首先呢，是我们的 DAU 突破了1亿的大关，实现了社区持续的健康增长。其次呢，是我们的广告业务在23年开始发力，全年的广告收入同比增长 27%， 这个数字应该在行业里面都属于是比较亮眼的。
So first of all, our DAU surpassed 100 million, demonstrating our continuous healthy development of our community. Secondly is our advertising started to accelerate, achieved a 27% year-over-year growth, and this marks even for among our peers should be one of the highest advertising revenue growth rate.
我们的毛利率在过去6个季度是持续提升的 ，Q4 的毛利率是达到了 26%， 年对年涨了6个点。我们2023年全年的净亏损是收窄了 49%， 而且实现了全年正向的经营现金流。
Our gross profit margin continued to increase over the past 6 quarters, reaching 26% in the fourth quarter, up 6 percentage points year-over-year, and our adjusted net loss narrowed by almost half, 49% year-over-year for the full year of 2023. And notably, we've also achieved positive operating cash flow for the full year.
我们的这个商业的一个增长不仅没有影响我们的生态，而且的话应该是给我们的生态带来了更多的动力吧。在2023年，我们是为这个 超过300万的 UP 主，然后创造了这个商业收益，这个其实是巩固了我们内容生态的稳定。
Actually, we're very delighted to see that our community ecosystem has become more aligned with our commercial value. The commercial efforts does not hurt our community development, but in contrary, it's helping our community content ecosystem to be even stronger. In 2023, over 3 million of content creators earned income on Bilibili. This is reinforcing the development of our content creator.
在这些 UP 主里面，通过直播获得收入的 UP 主，去年是超过了180万人。通过广告获得收入的 UP 主，在去年的增长是接近100%。
And also over 1.8 million creators earn income on Bilibili through our live broadcasting services, and the number of creators earn income via advertising services almost double year over year.
展望2024年呢，我们的工作的方向和23年会是一致的。对我们最重要的工作是2件，第一个呢就是实现盈利的目标，我们会持续加强自己的商业化能力，然后持续提升我们的经营效率，进一步优化毛利率，并且合理的管理开支。我们有信心在2024年的 Q3 利润转正，并且开始盈利。
Looking ahead into 2024, our focus remains consistent with 2023, with 2 main tasks. First of all, is focus on our profitability. We'll continue to strengthen our commercial capabilities and improve our commercialization efficiency. At the same time, to improve our gross margin and manage our cost, we expect to achieve non-GAAP operating profit. Our non-GAAP operating profit will turn positive in Q3 2024.
然后第二个呢，是我们会在保证盈利的基础上，保持我们内容生态的健康发展，确保我们在高质量内容方面的口碑和心智。
While keeping our financial goal intact, we will continue to strengthen our content ecosystem by expanding our content richness and fostering very specific content categories to ensure the mindset of Bilibili being the go-to place for highest quality content.
今年我们会更加的聚焦优质 UP 主的发掘和活跃度的提升，并且呢，为更多的优质 UP 主提供流畅的变现渠道。
And in 2024, we'll focus on discovering top content creator development and supporting them to make more money.
然后在内容上呢，我们会继续巩固我们在 ACG、数码、知识这些就是之前就有优势的品类上的这个优势，同时呢，我们也会去在更多的新增长的品类上，我们会加以扶持，比如说母婴、亲子、情感、出行、汽车、家居、装修这些。
In terms of content categories, we'll continue to solidify our existing advantages in ACG, gaming, tech, knowledge, and other categories, while providing more support and assistance to new categories that has grown in response to users' change of consumption demands, such as baby and maternity, travel, automotive, and home decorations.
我们相信呢，就是在 B 站实现盈利之后，我们的社区生态和商业会形成一个正循环的一个飞轮，然后这也更有利于我们未来的用户增长。
We believe with this effort and after achieving profitability, we will further achieve and enhance the virtuous cycle of our community ecosystem and to ensure sustainable growth in our both community and our profitability.
谢谢。
Thank you for the questions. Our next question comes from Yiwen Zhang from China Renaissance. Please ask your question.
谢谢关先生，这是我的提问。我的问题是关于咱们的一个 VAS 业务，可不可以请关先生展望一下我们20年 VAS 业务整体发展的一个策略？然后包括里面各条业务线，包括像直播、大会员，还有其他这些业务的一个展望呢？谢谢。So thanks for taking my question. My question is regarding our value-added service. So can you give us an update on our development strategy for this business segment in 24, and including each business line, including live broadcasting, premium membership, and other value-added service? Thank you.
B 站上面有很多优质的内容，有很多优质的创作者，而且的话，它容纳了用户的很多兴趣，同时的话，它也是一个用户有强烈归属感的一个社区。这些特点的话，它都让用户他愿意为自己喜欢的内容付费，愿意为自己喜欢的 UP 主付费。
On Bilibili, we have gathered a massive amount of high-quality content creator, and it's also a welcoming home for diverse interests. Our users feel a strong sense of belonging on Bilibili. All of this combined results in user very much willing to spend for content that they like, spend for content creator that they adore.
所以的话，就是这些为内容付费，还有为这个一些社区的一些这个体验付费的一些这种功能，我认为它本身在 B 站就是一种最自然的一个商业模式。然后用户他付费了以后，他的体验其实会增加，因为他会开心。然后同时的话，就是 UP 主他拿到了这些用户为他的内容，或者是用户为他个人这个打赏啊之类的，就是这些钱之后呢，他其实是也会有被粉丝认可的价值感。而且的话，就是这种收入对于 UP 主来说，他其实是更有成就感和动力的。就是比如说我们的一个 UP 主，他在 B 站上卖了一个课，用户买了他的课拿到的收入，其实同等的收入比他在 B 站上面做广告的这个成就感会高很多。就是所以呢，就是本身就这些增值的这种服务，它对于 B 站整个社区来说，它也是一个很正向的、很健康的一个体验。
On Bilibili, users pay for content and services that they love. It's a most natural business model for us. As people pay for the content and services they love, they actually they are happy for that experience, and they feel good about that experience. As for content creator, when they earn the income through this kind of services, they will have an even stronger sense of value and appreciation. And for our content creators, they have even more. They will be even more motivated to continue to create content on Bilibili. For example, if our content creator are earning more income on Bilibili through selling his proprietary premium classes, this money will represent a much more sense of value over what he could have made in advertising.
对，也是基于以上原因啊，就是我们是开发了一系列就是增值的那个产品跟那种服务项目，比如说直播，比如说大会员，比如说漫画，比如说有声剧，然后还有付费课堂、充电等等的，然后这一系列的这个服务和产品功能就组成了我们的这个 VAS 收入。我们 VAS 收入的这个增长还是挺健康的，然后在 Q4 它的那个同比增长是22%。
Based on that service model or the connection within our community, we have developed our value-added services combining live broadcasting, premium membership, comic audio drama, premium course, fan charging, etc. And all of that is closely related to the community and our content. In the fourth quarter, our overall VAS revenue grew by 22% year over year.
然后在这些 VAS 的这个服务里面，我认为 未来增长最有潜力，然后增长最快的会是直播。为什么呢？因为那个直播它还是一个就是更普遍的一个 UP 主都能够去做的一个增值业务。我们在去年有180万的 UP 主通过直播获得了收入，就是它是各种各样的 UP 主，你无论是做什么样内容的，都能够有自己的直播的形式。
Among all that services, we believe within that, live broadcasting probably has the biggest potential and could grow the fastest because we believe live broadcasting is more universal. Anyone could be a live broadcasting host. Last year, 1.8 million of content creators earned income on Bilibili through live broadcasting, and this is it's a universal and very low entry barrier monetization model for all content creators.
对，虽然现在是一个平台都会有直播的这个项目，但是 B 站的直播还是很独特的。为什么呢？因为它和我们的内容生态以及和我们的这个社区氛围，它是紧紧联系在一起的。
Even though there are many platforms who's doing live broadcasting business, but Bilibili's live broadcasting is still very, very unique. That is because in terms of the content creators / host, as well as the content categories of our live broadcasting has very much similar offerings or mirrors what we have in the PUGV communities.
对，我举个例子吧，就是我们一想起直播，我们都会觉得直播它往往是冲动消费，比如说像荷尔蒙冲动等等的。但是的话 ，B 站的直播在这点是不一样的，就是我们的直播大部分它其实是粉丝对于他长期关注的 UP 主的一个情感的一个沉淀。我举个例子，就是在2023年，就是我们的这个大航海的包月订阅，它的这个收入是占了我们整个直播收入的这个1/3。然后大航海这个项目呢，它最短的时间是1个月，然后挺多的这个我们的那个用户他其实还是持续叫连续订阅的。所以的话就是这个就是我举这个例子，就是我们和这个其他的这个直播的那个重要的区别之一吧。
I'll make an example here. While many others might think live broadcasting is an impulse or hormone-driven payment, however, if you're looking at Bilibili's live broadcasting revenue component, close to 1/3 of our revenue actually generated from a monthly subscription model called the Great Voyage. And for this particular payment is a reflection or representation of a fan's devotion and appreciation for a content creator over at least a month. And many of our paid users are actually subscribing for several months ahead. Their renewal rate is very high. This example distinct us from the traditional live broadcasting platform because the connection with our content creators, the host and the user is quite unique and lasting.
我们直播业务的基础还是我们 B 站的这个 PUGC 的一个生态，就是在 Q4 有接近100万的主播在 B 站上面开播，然后这些主播只有一部分是来自于第三方的公会，他们的绝大部分其实还是来自于我们自己的生态，就是在我们 B 站上面做视频的这些 UP 主。然后所以的话就是这个也是 B 站直播的一个特点，就是我们的直播内容更多的是来自于我们的社区本身，就是它无论持续性还是它的这个成本都是有优势的。
As for the content supplier, which is the host, if we look at the fourth quarter, near 1 million hosts were active on Bilibili. Only a small portion of them were from professional guilds. Most of them are actually native content creators from our PUGV ecosystem. And this also sets us apart from other traditional live broadcasting platform is because that we're cultivating our own supply and demand within our PUGV ecosystem.
其实品类上也是一样，就是我们的直播是有很多 就是有 B 站特色和优势的那个品类，它和我们的这个视频的竞争优势是一致的。就比如说我们在虚拟主播这一块，我们在国内应该就是最强势吧，遥遥领先吧。然后比如说我们在一些知识的一些方向上，像法律类的直播、法律咨询的直播，这个在其他平台上是不太可能会有的，但是在 B 站上面它是非常流行的。
Similarly, in terms of content categories, the content category in our PUGV ecosystem can also be our live broadcasting categories, especially the categories where Bilibili has our own unique advantage, such as the virtual content creators. We are considered to be, if not the most leading platform in China. And also knowledge-based content, such as legal-related live broadcasting. It's hard to imagine this category be a top vertical on other platforms, but it is very popular on Bilibili.
在今年呢，我们在直播方面，我们的工作重点是我们会更强调那个直播这个业务经营的一个质量，比如说我们会更关注毛利润和毛利率的提升，然后就真正把我们的这个业务的一个增长质量做得更好。
As for our priorities for live broadcasting business in 2024, we'll be putting a lot of priorities in terms of the quality of our revenues, as known as the gross profit and gross profit margin of this business. We hope to achieve sustainable and high quality revenue growth in live broadcasting in 2024.
Thank you. One moment for the next questions. Our next question comes from Felix Liu from UBS. Please go ahead.
谢谢管理层接受我的提问。我的问题是关于我们的广告业务的。四季度广告的收入超出了市场的预期，然后我们的这个增速的 momentum 也比行业要快很多，所以想请教一下管理层，四季度我们广告这个收入增速的这个主要的 driver 是什么？然后以及就是我们对于2024年广告业务的展望如何？2024年的话，我们会认为有哪些广告业务的这个主要增长的驱动力会有哪些？Let me translate myself. Thank you, management, for taking my question. My question is on the advertisement business. I noticed that your fourth quarter advertisement delivered a strong growth momentum. So may I check the reason behind this good performance? And what is your outlook for the advertisement business for 2024? What will be the key growth drivers from here? Thank you.
2023年全年的广告收入超过了64亿，同比增长也超过了 27%。Q4 的话，我们的广告收入同比增长是28%，所以广告的整体收入占比也从去年的 25% 整体提升到了 30%，也直接带动了公司整体的收入毛利率的提升。
Our advertising revenue in 2023 totaled about over 6.4 billion, marking a 27% year-on-year growth. And in fourth quarter, advertising revenue grew by 28% year-over-year, contributing 30% of our total revenue, up from 25% the same period last year. The increase in ads revenue and its proportion has directly resulted in improving our gross margin and gross profit.
对，借在这里把 Q4 以及2023年全年的一些增长驱动力做一下总结。首先回顾一下2023年 Q1， 其实我们提出了全年的策略的，就一横一纵，同时关注社区交易繁荣带来的机会。一横呢，就是指商业中台的能力，包括我们提到的流量策略、算法能力跟数据建设。那一纵呢，就是垂直行业策略，我们把原来的品牌型广告、效果型广告和整合营销的模型变成了10大垂直行业，最终目的是为客户投放带来这个更好的这个体验以及 ROI。那在社区里面， 其实我们也特别的关注这个交易繁荣带来给广告的收入增量。我们是跟市场不一样，就坚持大开环，将 B 站的整体生态彻底接入各个电商平台以及品牌。
And please allow me to recap what we have done in 2023 and in the fourth quarter and the growth driver. Actually, in the beginning of 2023, we have put forward a 一横一纵 strategy while paying close attention to the opportunity brought by the active commerce activities within our community. 一横 refers to the middle platform capabilities for commercialization. Including our traffic strategy, algorithm capabilities, and our data-powered development. And the 一纵 refers to our vertical industry strategies. Our ultimate goal is to provide customers with a better ad placement experience and higher ROI. And we have formed 10 vertical strategies for different industry verticals. We also believe in the revenue potential that brought from active commerce related activities within our community. As we sticking to the open loop strategy, we plan to connect Bilibili into a more broader ecosystem with our e-commerce partners.
更详细的部分呢，在前几个季度其实每个季度都有分享，在这里就不详细展开，也因此我们前3个季度的广告收入都实现了超预期的增长。但在这里可以说一下，在 Q4 3个值得关注的点。
As we have already shared a lot of information and cases about 一横一纵 strategy in previous calls, I will not dive into more detail here. However, because of that strategy, our advertising revenue has also exceeded expectations for the first 3 quarters of 2024. And now I will share some additional highlights in fourth quarter.
其中一个就是我们还是坚持抓住以及放大垂直行业大节点的优势，以及他们在发新品时候，就客户在发新品时候的势能。举2个例子。第一个，在游戏行业，在 Q4 多款游戏在公测的阶段还是突破了行业历史的这个消费峰值，包括我们熟悉的圆梦之星，包括少女前线2。
First, we are able to leverage our advantage in the big events in specific verticals and to catch the momentum of the new product launch stage. I'll make 2 examples here. First of all, in the gaming industry, we have made record high grossing during few new games open beta testing stage, such as the Dreamstar as well as the Girls from Mine 2.
那第2个例子呢，就是我们也比较熟悉的带货带来的这个广告相关的收入。那先后在双11，包括双12，还有我们组织的这个年货节。举办了多场的这个电商大促，其中双11带货 GMV 同比增长超过250%，直播带货的场次也同比增长超过100%。其实有一些比较有意思的数据，包括像母婴护理行业，就在大家看来对于 B 站的这个用户稍显少的这个情况，它还是带给了这个电商平台以及我们的品牌客户新客率接近90%。
Another example is what we've seen in the e-commerce sector. So we actually hosted several e-commerce promotion events during Double 11, Double 12, and our New Year Shopping Festival, leveraging our video and live e-commerce capabilities. Here are some interesting numbers to share. During Double 11, the total GMV generated from our live and video e-commerce increased over 250% year over year. The number of live e-commerce sessions that happened on Bilibili also increased over 100%. And additionally, here are some interesting verticals. Baby and maternities, it might sound a little bit too mature for our users. However, we're still able to bring over 90% of new users to the baby and maternity clients through our video and live e-commerce campaigns.
在第二点的话呢，其实就是在 Q4 我们的投放能力还进一步的加强，就24小时的这个 ROI， 我们订单成交从效果升转的能力来说的话，还是比较明显的变好的，所以提升了客户成本，就提升客户成本的这个达成的效率，所以因此我们获得了更多的预算。现在的话，在 Q4 看到升转的预算已经占整体效果广告已经突破了 30%。
Secondly is that we have strengthened our advertisement placement capabilities. In the fourth quarter, our deep conversion capabilities, including provide ROI and order information within 24 hours, has gradually improved and matured. As a result, we're able to achieve the budget target for our customers more accurately and therefore gain more budget from them. Advertising with deep conversion pocket contributed over 30% of our total performance ads revenue in the fourth quarter.
第三点的话，在 Q4 我们首先尝试了多产品线的整合，包括在组织上，包括在业务策略上。联动花火业务平台进一步的扩大了原生内容的供给，以及对它的价值度量，就提升了客户投放 B 站的广告的全生命周期的消耗。这三点就是在 Q4 上除了刚才提到的这个大的策略我们有变化以外，值得关注的这几个点。
And thirdly is that we have integrated our multiple product lines in terms of organizational structure as well as the product offerings. And for example, by integrating our Sparkle ads platform with our other ad products, we have further expanded the quantity and the quality of our native content, therefore enhanced and expanded our customers' lifespan and investment cycles on our platform. Those three reasons combined with what we have said about the 一横一纵 strategy is the key drivers for our fourth quarter advertising revenue growth.
在最后的话，在 Q4 的这个总结，还是跟说一下大家比较关心的我们的交易业务，就是大家可能叫带货，但在我们内部会叫交易业务。2023年我们把交易的场景彻底的融入内容生态，实现 B 站从种草到成交的转化，就全年日均我们现在超过有2600万的用户会去观看带货类的相关内容，就通过 B 站带货的广告，看了 B 站的带货广告，就到评论区或者在播放页面直接点击跳转的用户的比例同比增长超过200%。
As for the video and live e-commerce business that many investors were very interested about, I will share more detail on that. In 2023, we further integrated the commercial scenarios into our content ecosystem, influencing our users from product seeding to transaction conversion. In 2023, on daily average, over 26 million users has viewed our video e-commerce related content, and the number of users click on the commerce related videos and redirect to external platforms increased over 200%.
第二点的话呢，其实带货类的广告也为 UP 主带来了新的收入通路。在 Q4 的话，平均每天有6万多的 UP 主进行参与带货这个业务。其中大家比较熟悉的家居家装类的 UP 主黎灯，在双11期间直播带货交易的 GMV 超过了16亿。在这一点还是很惊喜的，能发现到 B 站的独特优势的，那是什么呢？就其实验证了像家居数码这种代表的耐销品类， 结合 B 站的视频内容比较长一些的表达方式，包括这种深度测评的模式，是我们独一无二的一个带货的优势。
So actually on the other side, the video and live e-commerce product also introduced new monetization and commercialization avenues for our content creators. In the fourth quarter, over 60,000 content creators has participated in video and live e-commerce related activities on a daily basis. During Double 11, our home and decoration content creator, Mr. Meiden, has generated over 1.6 billion RMB GMV through Bilibili. This demonstrates Bilibili's unique advantage in depth, in comprehensive and in-depth long-form content, especially in durable consumer and retail sectors such as home and decoration and technologies and digital products.
第二个 UP 主呢是我们女性服装类的 UP 主鹦鹉梨，在12月份直播带货的当场单一场次的交易 GMV 突破了5000万，这个其实进一步证明了 B 站的女性用户的消费潜力是巨大。我觉得这两个案例放置于所有就全网的内容平台，应该都是超预期的一个案例，也是证明了 B 站在往后的交易业务上面的一个优势。
Another example would be our one of our female content creator, Li. In December, the total GMV of her single live e-commerce session hosted by her were over 50 million RMB. And this also represents the significant consumption potential of Bilibili's female user base. And with Mr. Meiden and Ms. Li's two cases, we believe this is considered to be the leading showcase across our industry peers, and also showed the great potential, commercialization potential of Bilibili's community.
所以到2023年的话 ，B 站的带货基于整体生态的 GMV 已经超过了100亿。就我相信 B 站用户的商业潜力因此才刚刚被释放，就是未来只要我们场景搭建完毕，还有巨大的一个增长空间。
In 2023, the total GMV on Bilibili's video and live e-commerce were over 10 billion RMB. We believe that the commercial value of Bilibili's user base has just started to be realized, and there are enormous rooms for our future growth.
对于2024年的话，广告业务的预期我们是很积极的，还有极其有信心可以保持如2023年的这种高的增速。那回顾一下我们为什么会特别有信心啊？回顾一下就是 B 站最核心的竞争力是什么？其实是B 站是中国年轻人密度最高的平台，同时广告平台的价值又在于用户价值。那这些年轻人其实已经都到了这个离开了学校，平均年纪24岁，已经到了消费的上升通道的空间的时候，所以 B 站是现在品牌建立消费心智的必选平台，无论是短期交易转化还是长期建立消费心智，他们都会选择 B 站。
We maintain a very positive outlook for our advertising business in 2024, and we are quite confident to achieve a high growth rate in terms of advertising revenue. So first of all, let's review Bilibili's core advantage in advertising, which will be our user base. Bilibili has the highest density of young populations in China, and the value of our advertising platform lies within its own user base. With average age of our user being 24 years old, we believe our users' consuming power, buying power, has just gradually increasing. And Bilibili has now become the go-to platform for advertisers to whether it's improve their brand equity and in the longer term or influence users' purchasing decision and convert sales in the short term. Bilibili has become the must-invest advertising platform.
那2024年的话，其实我们还会坚持原来的一横一纵的策略，而且做一些升级。是举例子，就包括我们投放能力跟效率的提升，就整合，我们会把所有投放系统进行整合，实现智能化的投放，以多端的投放，尽快会实现可托管的服务。就是投放的数据呢，也会让客户可以随时能看到 B 站的这个数据，去决定自己投放的这个效果。我们除了因此以外，会特别关注 AIGC 对于广告效率的提升。就这个第一个部分是我会特别关注，投放能力跟效率的提升，也是升级的一个部分。觉得第二个部分呢是社区场景的渗透以及流量策略的升级，这个会进一步的拉动就是有效的广告的 ad load。其实从2023年的话，我们比较重要的把那个 Story、PC、OTT 等多场景拓展之后，那2024年呢，我们还是重点的会结合 B 站的大流量的这个场景，包括我们的动态、我们的搜索、我们的热搜等社区自然场景，形成新的广告模式。其实在技术上呢，我们也实现了这个混排的算法策略，包括我们最后原生广告会对我们的流量的变现也会进一步的提升。就总结一下，这可能会释放更多的广告库存。
Additionally, for 2024, we plan to further upgrade our Yiheng strategy. First of all, we will enhance our ad placement capabilities and improve its efficiency. This includes integrating our ad placement system, achieving intelligent and multi-terminal ad placement experience. And we plan to achieve automatic placement for our advertisers at some point this year. And we'll further develop our data visualization tools, allowing clients to validate the results of their ad placement through multidimensional data placement. And we'll also be paying close attention and looking to what AIGC can bring to help us to improve our ad efficiency. Secondly is that we will penetrate more community scenarios and upgrading our traffic strategies to improve our ad load effectively. For example, building on our last year's expansion into multi-scenarios like story mode, PC, and OTT, we will focus on integrating those scenarios as well as the moment page, the search function, and other community scenarios. Meanwhile, we're also looking to enhance our monetization efficiency by arranging ads, videos in a hybrid mode in the recommendation page and further promote native ads. To summarize, we'll be effectively leveraging and increase our ad inventory and ad load in 2024.
第三点呢，这个也是一个比较积极的尝试，我们让客户成为 UP 主。这种原生的方式其实让客户入驻 B 站，成为一个 UP 主，成为一个蓝 V 的账号，以 UP 主的身份参与到 B 站的社区的生态里面。我们会释放 B 站独特的私域以及互动的优势给到客户，把预算实现从一次投放结束，其实可以在 B 站进行长效的经营，最终的话可以把这个品牌资产可以沉淀在 B 站。
Lastly, we'll be actively explore the client as content creator model to encourage our advertising clients to create native content and open their own brand accounts on Bilibili. On the other hand, we will also be releasing the private domains for those advertisers and launch more interactive functions for them to interact with our users. Through these efforts, we aim to convert a single ad placement into a long-term operation and increase our clients' brand equity.
一众策略升级比较简单，其实2023年我们在垂直行业里面比较突出的这个电商跟游戏行业的超预期的增速，像这种成功的垂直行业的策略我们是可复制的。同时因此我们也可以快速的扩大我们的客户的规模以及留存，所以我预测在今年包括在汽车、数码、家居家电、网服、金融、教育等行业都能实现一个高速的增长。第四点就最后交易体系在2024年一定会进一步繁荣的，也将带给我们这个广告收入更多的惊喜吧。谢谢。
Thirdly is on our Yizhong strategy. We believe we can replicate the successful experience we had in e-commerce and games last year and replicate that model into other fast-growing sectors such as automotive, tech, home and decoration, online services, finance and education, etc. And we do believe we can achieve high-speed growth rate in those verticals as well. But lastly, to summarize, we believe the further flourishing of our e-commerce ecosystem will bring us more pleasant surprises in advertising revenue in 2024. Thank you. Operator, next question, please.
Thank you for the questions. Our next question comes from Lei Zhang from Bank of America Securities. Please go ahead.
Hi, 管理层晚上好，谢谢接受我的提问。我的问题主要是关于财务方面的，可以请 Sam 总跟我们分享一下2024年的一些财务数据的展望，收入呀、盈利时间的 driver， 还有现金跟我们目前债务的状况。谢谢，我自己翻译一下。Thanks management for taking my question. Can you give us more color on your financial outlook for 2024, including revenue, break-even path, and our cash flow trend? Thank you.
Thank you. I will take this question. As Mr. Chen mentioned earlier, one of our most important tasks for 2024 is to improve our financials and achieve profitability. The way we plan to achieve this target will be similar to what we have done in 2023, largely through the growth of the gross profit as well as expense management. Let me go through this in more detail. In 2023, our top line grew by 3% year-over-year. Our gross profit increased by over 40% year-over-year. In 2024, we expect our top line growth will accelerate and achieve double-digit growth rate, with ad revenue grow at even faster rate. We expect our gross profit will also maintain high growth in 2024 as we further improve our gross profit margin, attributed by higher contribution from high margin ad business. Expense-wise, we will keep improving our operational efficiency. We expect to reach non-GAAP operating break-even in Q3 this year. And let me share more color on our cash flow and balance sheet side. We have achieved positive operating cash flow in Q3 and Q4 2023. Especially in Q3, we have generated over 600 million RMB operating cash flow. That means our company has entered into a positive cycle for development. We expect to keep doing that and maintain positive operating cash flow throughout 2024. From the liability side, we have repurchased or repaid $1.2 billion CB last year. Now, on December 31, 2023, we had approximately $2.1 billion cash reserve on our balance sheet. Compared with outstanding CB of $860 million, our cash reserve are sufficient to cover all of our company debt. Thank you.
Thank you for the questions. And that concludes the question and answer session. Thank you once again for joining Bilibili's fourth quarter and fiscal year 2023 financial results and business updates conference call today. If you have any further questions, please contact Juliet Yang, Bilibili's Executive IR Director of Piacente Financial Communications. Contact information for IR in both China and the US can be found on today's press release. Have a great day. That does conclude today's conference call. You may now disconnect your lines.